Welcome again to another episode from Elite Legions. In this one I will be going through the best of units in tier 3 and below. Starting with the Condottieri guards. Their second skill is the best currently among all blue tier units in both dealing damage and defeating heroes, or even breaking the block of heavy shields, like tier 4 shields like the Sergeants and the Imperial Spear Guards. The only problem they have is that you need to disengage after doing the skill number 2 and wait for the cooldown before re-engaging again, or you will lose your unit, most likely. Second unit will be, of course, the Zicalian militia, followed by the Rattan marksmen for their very annoying poison and the slow effects on heroes and their decent fire rate that can shred the heavy armor trait of some units like the Iron Reapers and Monastics. So in case you're not aware of what I'm talking about, there is a trait for both Monastics and Reapers, which is the heavy armor, which gives them 50% or 48% to be more precise, defense, which decreases when they receive hits to drop to only 18%. So any unit that can hit them really quickly, really fast, will shred that heavy armor trait. And in case you don't know, there's something very similar to that for the Chinese units, but it comes with a doctrine. There is a doctrine that gives all Chinese units 33% of extra armor, but also applies the same things, which means that with every hit, those 33% will drop by 5% or 8% with every hit taken. Fourth, we have the Iron Cap Swordsman. Surprisingly, if you equip tier 5 charge doctrines, especially the cooldown ones, on these bad boys, their charge will go down to only 5 seconds cooldown. And their charge is really devastating and can't be blocked by heroes. But of course, heroes can still knock them down using ultimate skill or something, but as a hero, do not try to block their charge with your shield, because they have a 100% shield break effect during their charge, making them very ideal to deal with heavy shields. Fifth, we will have the Demison Spearmen, the tankiest unit in all tier 3 and below. Their only vulnerability is their weakness for fire. Fifth unit we have will be the Iron Cap Scouts, very well known even in ranked for their absurd damage during the second skill. Just take a really important note here: when you press 2 while playing those cavalry, keep in mind that they will target the nearest enemy to you as a hero, not to them. So keep that in mind. I hope this is a bug and it will be fixed soon, but just keep that note aside. Unit number 6 will be the Pistoliers. And let's stop here for a minute. Pistoliers excel in taking down, guess what? Pikes and shields and most of the buckler units. And they can easily wipe out other cavalry units using the skill number 1. The only thing that you need to keep in mind while playing them is that to keep your distance while doing your skills. So, after doing the skill number 1, pull them back quickly, or they will rush to the nearest enemy to fight in melee and eventually die. I'm not gonna be talking about the rest of the units, assuming you know how to use them and to save time. But some of them are really complex to use, so let me elaborate some of them. So, for example, the Caradox Cavalry should only be picked in field battles, since they share the cooldown of their 3 charges. And yes, they have 3 skills to charge with, but they all share the same cooldown, but with different directions and buffs for each. And the Whooshing Bikemen, they are the best in friendly blobs, to burn and break the block of your enemies without taking fatal damage. Their only problem is that they do not survive alone, because their HP is low and their defense is lower. Also in the A tier, the Outriders are the best to break units' block, and Salam Sheds are the best when they charge. So in other words, if you miss your charge, just run because their melee is not that great. And last but not least will be the Jangjus. With the recent buff this season, their knives will apply bleeding effects on your enemies. It's a really nice hybrid unit, to be honest. Now, I shall leave you with some clips, and do not forget to use the codes I left in the description or pinned down in the first comment, or simply join our Discord server. And see you soon in the battlefield, warlords.